So you wake up in the middle of the night and you're going to get a drink of water and you just happen to glance out the window and you see your neighbor's roof is on fire. You think you tell him? You think you maybe wake him up and let him know? You're at the Grand Canyon and you glance over and you see some children playing near the edge, unattended to. You think you might warn them a little bit? Or you finally get engaged to the absolute love of your life. You think you might post a few pictures and call a few people? You find out for the first time you're going to be a grandparent. Think you might tell a few folks at your workplace? Of course you would, right? In all of these situations, whether it's extreme news of danger or warning or incredible news of joy, these are absolutely the times that we love to tell people what's going on. We love to tell them the news. So then why don't we talk about Judgment Day more often? Judgment is a day of extreme warning for people who don't know Jesus yet, and of course, a day of extreme joy for believers who are waiting for that ultimate victory. Why don't we talk about this more often? You know, when was the last time you were out doing yard work next to your neighbor, or maybe it was Thanksgiving and you had a family gathering and you struck up a conversation, and maybe in the middle of it you said, you know, Jesus is coming and I'm excited. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Do you talk about things like that? Or maybe for all the news that you share on your social media and all the pictures, do you post Bible verses to encourage other people? Do you talk about things like death and Judgment Day and what to expect and what we're looking forward to? As we wrap up this week, I want to leave you with some words from the Apostle Paul. He had just finished writing about death and how we look forward to life because we have hope in Jesus. And he talks about the joy of Jesus returning in victory. And here's what he has to say. He actually says this twice. He writes, "Therefore, encourage one another with these words." You know, kind of like a little kid on Christmas, you wait for that moment when you finally open the presents, that big moment, and then you're so excited to tell everyone, look at what I got. Well, the same is true for us as Christians. That moment of Jesus' return, that ultimate victory gift that he gives to us by his grace, we have news to tell other people. So when you are stuck in a rut, or especially you see your friends or family are caught up in the struggles of this life, encourage them, encourage one another with these words, and encourage them with the good news that Jesus came once. He was born for us, he lived, he died for us. But as he rose and ascended into heaven, he's coming back again for us, that he's prepared a place for you, he's prepared a place for me, and he's going to take us to be there with him. Encourage one another with those words. Friends, by God's grace through Jesus, you are ready. You are prepared for Jesus to come back. So keep watch, keep preparing, stay connected, encourage one another, and then get ready to rejoice like never before because Jesus is coming. So what Bible verse do you use to encourage other people? I love to use John chapter 11, where Jesus talks about being the resurrection and the life. If you have a favorite verse to encourage other people, please post it in the comments below. And thanks so much for joining us this week as we look forward to that great day when Jesus returns.
Hey everyone, Pastor Mike here from Time of Grace. Did you know that the video you just saw and everything we do at Time of Grace is completely donor funded? Which is our way of saying we don't have a tree that grows money in the back of our office. And we don't get government funds, and we're not connected to one specific church. And even though we get to do media ministry, we're not flush with cash. Instead, we rely on people just like you, whose open hearts and generosity let us spread the message of Jesus to more and more people through so many platforms. So thank you so much for your support. All of you who have given and made this possible, we are grateful for you, and we really need all of you to step up, be generous, so that we can spread the message of God's grace to the ends of the earth. Thanks again, and have a great day.